Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jim Church, and I'm a volunteer tour guide here in Newbattle Abbey. The Abbey originally was established in 1140. It was a Cistercian Abbey, and it's got a long history, which unfortunately ended at the time of the Reformation. The chapel originally was a warming room, and the Cistercian monks come in here on a Sunday to get the heat, especially in the cold winter. And there'd be a range behind here, behind the altar, and they would sit and warm. Now the Cistercians were a silent order, and they could only speak for 45 minutes a week. Now imagine sitting here with 70 monks, and the noise that must have emanated from them for that 45 minutes must have been horrendous. This is my favourite part of the Abbey. I think it's got a lot of character. Although it's fairly modern, it was only built from the Undercroft in 1893 by the 9th Marquis of Lothian, Schomburg Kerr. Now, Schomburg Kerr had, strangely enough, converted back to Catholicism at that particular time, and he was a very devout man. So he decided that he would build this chapel. And strangely, the very first service to be held in here was his own funeral in 1900. So today the chapel can be used for funerals, weddings, baptisms. And we have a font in the corner of the chapel which reputedly, and I very strongly believe it is the font that was used for the christening of Mary Queen of Scots at Linlithgow Palace. This circular white marble plaque is a frolic of cherubs. It was bought from Horace Walpole's house in Strawberry Hill, near Twickenham, which he occupied in the latter part of the 18th century. It's made of Carrara marble. It's absolutely beautiful. And because this is an educational establishment, the students are very superstitious when it comes to exams. And it's become tradition that they pat the cherub's bottom for luck in exams. But I tell the ladies to be very careful because I'm sure it's a fertility symbol. You can spend all day in the high street, all week. You can spend months. After many years of living in this area, I still enjoy a trek around Edinburgh. It's got some of the most beautiful buildings, ancient, Middle Ages, very old, and modern. Although some of the modern ones are eyesores and shouldn't have been built, but the local council at the time decided that that's what they wanted to do. Also in Edinburgh you get some of the most beautiful pubs and tastiest of beers. Past Princess Street, past the Eternal Tram Works, you find the Café Royal. Tucked behind Regent House, no, it's not, Register House. It's a beautiful building, well worth a look, and the beer's quite good as well. Drift down to Stockbridge on the north side of the town, and there's a little hostelry well worth a visit. It's called Hamilton's of Stockbridge. Terrific food, great beer, great hospitality, and very friendly staff. And if I just flick the two lights off and very quickly threw the light from the ceiling, and the effect was incredible. It was just like transformation, you know, the illumination. And I said to him, if you imagine this with candlelight and the flickering candles, you actually see the cherubs moving, and you can see the bits of the ceiling. It looks as though they're in continual movement. It's incredible.